Hi guys, welcome back to returning viewers and subscribers, and welcome to all my new viewers and new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you wholeheartedly. So today's reading is What's Next in Your Love Life. So as per usual, we have four piles for you to pick from, pile A, B, C, and D. So just take a minute to center yourself, focus on the question, and then select whatever pile you have been guided towards. Please remember that this is a general reading, so not all messages will resonate. And don't forget to like, comment, or both, as this will help my channel to grow. And subscribe if you would like to be updated with new content as soon as it is uploaded. So with all that being said, I shall see you in your piles. Welcome, part A. So you would like to know what's next in your love life. So the main card for you guys reading is one from the Sacred Rebels, and your card is number 42, The World Wants to Be Written. So I will read a little bit out of the booklet towards the end of your reading. I'm just going to put this here, and this is like the main card, the main energy, should I say, for your overall reading. So what I've done today is I've pre-shuffled just to save some time, just so the reading can flow. And I'm going to start off with some tarot cards. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting for you guys straight away is one of you gaining confidence within yourself. So it's more about you going within. It's more about you finding yourself. So you may be in a process of actually trying to figure out what is it that you want from your love life, what you're looking for, what is it that you want your next partner to be like, your next relationship to be like. You may know what you don't want, but do you actually know what it is that you're looking for and what it is that you want? So I'm getting more of a connection with self, more of finding what's missing within yourself instead of looking for what's missing in someone else. So it's more of becoming whole is what I'm getting for you guys. More of an energy of becoming one with yourself. May even be learning to be by yourself as well. So if you've just recently come out of a relationship, this is more about you finding yourself and just getting to know yourself once again. You may have lost yourself in your last relationship, or just be the type of person that when you do get into a relationship, you tend to lose yourself. So this is more about you, like creating what it is that you want from your next relationship. So there's a lot of creation here. There's a lot of, you may be a Leo, or it's more about you. Like I said, it's more about you taking your focus and attention away from a partner or someone else. So it could be a slight codependency type of energy where you always look to a partner to feel satisfied, or feel like unless you're with someone you don't quite feel whole. So what's next for you guys is feeling whole within yourself. So in order for you to attract what it is that you're looking for, it's like you have to become that person yourself. So I'm getting more of you working on yourself, more of you embracing your flaws, embracing your freedom as well, is what I'm hearing as well. So yeah, learning to be by yourself, learning to be happy by yourself, content. Finding what it is that you love, what brings you joy, your passions as well. Some of you may even be starting new hobbies, or even going on to start education. So it may be a while since you've been in education. You may be looking to start a new course is what I'm getting, or change your course. You may have been doing one thing and now you've decided to switch it up and do something else, something that you love, something that you're passionate about is what I'm getting for you guys. So I'm getting more of an energy of you by you working on yourself, it's like your energy is radiating. So it's like you become like a magnet is what I'm getting for you. I mean, you're a magnet anyway, so depending on your vibration is depending on what it is that you're going to attract. So you working on yourself is going to attract something similar. So you may even be wondering why you seem to attract certain types, and it's because there's still things that you may have needed to work on, which is what you're doing now. Next in your love life, you have learned that it's important for you to get to know yourself and to work on yourself in order to attract what it is that you're looking for. Yeah, let's see what else we have here. So I also have some oracle cards. So yeah, we have balance here. So that's you balancing your masculine and feminine energy. So learning to balance that yourself, learning to combine your logic and your intuition. Yeah, so it may even be if you are the type of person that's overly emotional, or even overly logical. So you may be in your feels a lot, or you may be in your mind a lot. So it's about you combining the two. We also have spirit guide. We have protection, talent, career, and home. Yeah, so you may be currently single at the moment, or just come out of a relationship, pile A, and this is spirit's way of protecting you now. So if you are single and you're wondering why you have not attracted a partner and no one's coming towards you, it's because spirit is protecting you while you work on yourself, while you find yourself, while you nurture your talents and find what it is that you love, and create new hobbies. It's like like I said, you may be the type of person that when you are in relationships, you forget all about yourself and your main focus is trying to please that other person, or you may even take on their hobbies and their interests and lose yourself. So at this moment in time, you are being protected by spirit to allow you to flourish, to transform, to find yourself, to evolve. Yeah, so some of you may also be switching careers as well, is what I'm getting, or just entering into new territories, new things that you may have considered before in the past but may have not felt confident enough to do or to pursue. Yeah, so what's next for you in your love life, Power A, is you securing your foundation, you securing yourself, you securing your home, you protecting your peace, and you being content within yourself and content with being by yourself. Yeah, so your focus may have been in the past trying to find someone. You may have been on a lot of dating sites, so just out there just looking and wanting to find, and you may have even thought that your happiness lies within a relationship and lies within someone else. So next for you guys is just you being content with yourself and not necessarily like thinking that you need someone in order to feel complete and in order to feel whole. Yeah, let's see what we have for you guys. So I have here, these are my cards. So this is I don't blame you, so I don't have to blame myself. I can't live with the shame. The truth makes me feel vulnerable. Are you single? I come in peace and I need space. So yeah, like I said, it's about you finding peace, protecting your peace. You may even feel a bit alone at times, or you may have been single for a while, or like I said, just recently single, but it's like you facing having to be by yourself. You may even feel like you've always wanted someone to come in and protect you or sweep you off your feet or be there to take away all your pain or, you know, help you emotionally or in some form of way. Like you may have always looked on other people as the source of your pain or to help you in some sort of way. So it's like you're realizing that this help that you're looking for, it's not out there, it's within you. So the answers lie within you. So I'm getting that you may have come to some sort of realization that it's something that you need to work on. You may have always looked outside of yourself. You're starting to realize that there's something maybe you're missing within you, or something that you haven't quite focused on. I'm getting like you're pointing the finger at yourself. So you may have always felt like any issues or any problems in relationships have always lied with the other person. I'm not saying that person is squeaky clean, but we both have a part to play in any relationship that we're in. It's like our wounds are both attracting each other. So it's like you're looking into yourself, you're looking into your wounds, you're looking into what is it about you that attracts a certain type, and how do you attract a different type. So yeah, I'm getting that's what you're working through right now, part A. So I'm gonna just read from the booklet, part A, until I feel that I should stop. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna read. It could be a paragraph or two, it could be the whole thing. There's also a healing process in here as well, so I may read the whole thing, it depends. So I'm just gonna read until I feel guided to stop. So number 42, the world wants to be written. So it says here, you might have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. You don't have to struggle so much. It is more about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. The real struggle is not in finding something, it is more about letting go of the idea that you need to search for your path in the first place. You see, the process of activating your life path is a natural one. The effort is in getting out of the way, not in making something happen. As for being yourself, that is the foundation from which your true life path will reveal itself. Being yourself becomes easier when you give yourself permission to love, honor, and accept yourself in all circumstances, especially the ones where you might be more tempted to reject and judge. Give the sacred rebel within the opportunity to decide your values, irrespective of whether they meet with general social acceptance. So I'm going to jump to the healing process, part A. And so it says here, healing process. Say aloud, I now choose to forgive and release any person, situation, or circumstance that has ever been a source of shame or shaming for me, whether conscious or unconscious. I now release this from my body, mind, and heart through unconditional love. I choose to claim myself instead. I love, accept, and claim all of me under the loving protection and wisdom of life. I choose to live as myself now. I call on the unconditional love and assistance that my life wishes to send me for this journey now. I honor my creative power and my innate worth. So be it. Be kind to yourself. Say this every day for the next few days or however long it takes for you to believe it. You are worth the effort. So that's all I have for you, part A. Very straight to the point. I hope this helps. Thank you for joining me. If you've picked any more parts, I shall see you then. If not, thank you once again. Welcome, Paul B. So you would like to know what's next in your love life. So I have pre-shuffled some cards today just to save some time. And I'm going to start off with your first card, which is the overall energy. I'm just going to take a look at it, but we'll read more into that card. It's out of the booklet towards the end. So your card is number 32, faith in the process. So I'm just going to put that to one side. And then we're going to start off with some tarot. Okay, so you have solar plexus chakra. Just breathe. Opportunity beckons. Blossom. And confront. Okay, so what I'm getting for you guys, Pile B, is for those of you that are in a relationship, you may be confronting your relationship at this moment in time. So you may be in a relationship that isn't quite working out, and you are trying to figure out whether you should stay or whether you should leave. And I'm getting that you're gearing more towards leaving. It's like you are confronting the realities. You may have not wanted to see the situation for what it is. You may have had rose tinted glasses on when it came to this relationship. I mean, even for those of you that are single, this could be a past relationship or the relationship you was in before you became single. So this is either a current relationship that you're going through now, or this is a past relationship for those that are single. So if these are the energies of the past, then you have already moved on from this. You are currently in the phase of working through these energies of that past relationship. If you are currently in this relationship, then you are getting to the point where you're realizing that something needs to change. You're realizing that you deserve better than what it is that you're receiving right now at this moment in time. So if you're currently in a relationship, you're trying to gather the strength right now to leave is what I'm getting. You're trying your hardest to see if you can make it work, but you're getting to a point where you're realizing that the only option might be to leave. And like I said, for those of you that are single, you may be getting to the point where you're wondering, like, will I ever find someone? Will I ever be in a balanced connection? You may be losing hope, losing faith. You may be even thinking, is there even like a soulmate out there? Is there even someone out there that is for me? Like, you may have realized what it is that you're looking for. You may have always just been attracted to toxic partners, or you're attracting toxic partners, and you may even be thinking, is this all I'm going to attract? Is this all I'm going to have? Is this all that's out there? Am I going to be single for the rest of my life? Am I always going to be attracting these types of partners? So I'm getting a lot of contemplation for you for what's next in your love life, Pal B. Making big decisions, putting yourself first. So this is more about you learning how to be by yourself, or if you have been by yourself, it's finding pleasure in being by yourself. It's being content with being by yourself, and not being by yourself but constantly wanting to be in a relationship. Yeah, so just being content, finding happiness within yourself, not necessarily looking towards someone else for happiness or to be rescued, or to help to fill that empty void inside. So I'm getting more of an energy of you working on yourself and building your confidence and confronting your childhood trauma and really taking a deep look inside yourself. Yeah, because you may have been put in situations, like I said, this isn't the first relationship that you've been in that has turned out in this way, or it's like you have had many of these situations where to learn like the same lesson, it's almost like you've repeated this lesson more than once, and so it's like you're finally waking up to that lesson. So you're finally saying to yourself, okay, it's like you're seeing a pattern is what I'm getting for you, Palby. You're seeing a pattern in your relationships. You're seeing a pattern in the way things have turned out. So you may have had different partners, but they've kind of all carried a similar energy signature. And so these are things that you're looking into right now, because you're realizing that you don't want to continue this. You don't want to get into another relationship and it turn out to be just like the rest. So you're starting to look into what is it that resides within you that is attracting a certain type of energy, or allowing you to stay in these relationships longer than you need to, or not doing anything about the red flags once they pop up. So yeah, so I'm getting a lot of introspective, looking deep within yourself. Yeah, and just trying to keep the faith, trying to keep hope alive. Yeah, so I'm just being drawn to the solar plexus chakra. So that's about confidence and trusting your gut instincts as well. So yeah, so you may, like I said, when you've looked at past relationships, or you may currently be in this relationship right now, it's like you're trying to learn how to trust your gut instincts. You may have overlooked a lot of things in the past. You may have overlooked a lot of things in a relationship. And so it's like you're coming to the realization about things. You're waking up to the reality of the situation. So you're either waking up to the reality of the fact that your relationship isn't quite working out, isn't quite going the way you want it to go, or if you are currently single, you're realizing that there is certain things that you need to look into that may be causing you to, make these connections and stay in these connections. So yes, I'm getting, just like I said, a lot of you looking at where you are right now and breaking it down and dissecting it and trying to learn from any past relationships, and just learn to be whole within yourself before you even move into a partnership, because you do want a connection, you do want to be in a relationship, but you'd rather be by yourself than to get into another connection. It's like you're done with the types of connections you normally find yourself in. So yeah, let's get some more for you guys. So for your oracle cards, let's have a look. You have clarity. So yeah, so gaining clarity, seeing a situation for exactly what it is. We also have inspiration. We have blessings. We have friendship. And we have justice. Some of you may even have started to form friendships. Maybe that's what was missing from your past relationships, that you didn't really actually get to know the person well before you got into a relationship with them. So things may have moved fast in your past relationships. So you've learned to, or you're learning to slow things down and to become friends first and to form the connection, um, and have the foundation of a friendship before moving on to anything else. Yeah, you may also be finding inspiration. You may be watching a lot of YouTube videos, reading a lot of books, um, or just maybe it might even be friendships that have inspired you into looking into aspects of yourself or aspects of your relationship. I'm even getting that some of you may have friends that have tried to speak to you about your relationships, or and you may not have wanted to really listen. You could even have fell out. I'm getting a lot of energy around your solar plexus and your heart chakra. So there's a lot of inspiration right now, creativity going on for you. So you're creating what's next in your life, Palby. You are looking to create something different. You want something different than what it is that you've had or what it is that you currently have. You've realized that there's something missing within you. There's a spark that's missing. There's a light that's missing. You may have had this spark or this light before you've entered into certain types of relationships, and you found that you've lost it during the relationships. So it's like you want to get your spark back. You want to get your light back. So you're taking this time out to focus on yourself so you can build better relationships, is what I'm getting for you, Palby. So let's see what else we have here. So I like to watch. You intrigue me. I'm building up the courage to talk to you. There is a magnetic pull between us and you confuse me. So for those of you that are single, you may have someone that is interested in you, but what it is that because of your past, you're not really sure how to open up or how to be vulnerable, or it's like I'm getting a fear of a connection, or fear of relationships, fear of it going wrong. So you may need to look into your attachment style, Paul B. You could have an anxious attachment style, and you could be used to going after people with avoidant attachment. So yeah, so you may be trying to gather a lot of information about this person and really trying to figure them out. Hence the reason why I got friendship. It's like you really feel that you need to take things slow and you really need to get to know someone. But you do feel the connection. I'm really getting these messages for those of you that are single and those of you that have may have just met someone. So for those of you that have just met someone, or those of you that are getting to know someone on a friendship level, you feel something there, you're just unsure. You're trying to take it slow. You don't want to lose yourself in this connection or this relationship or any, in a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a look at your last card, Paul B. It's number 32, Faith in the Process. I'm going to read until I feel guided not to. And there's also a healing process, so I may read that as well for you guys. Number 32, Faith in the Process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that define limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in the grander scheme. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolleys are coming off or that they are a bit rickety. But you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. So the healing process for you guys is, it says, say aloud, I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy or that faith is a silly or immature way to deal with life be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. I'm doing so. I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now. Through unconditional love, so be it. It also says, Paul B, if needed, repeat the above prayer each day to help you boost your confidence that everything can and will sort itself out. Whether you feel in control or not, in fact, it can do so more easily when you don't feel in control. So yeah, so that's all I have for you, Paul B. I hope this has helped. If you have picked any more piles, I shall see you there. If not, thank you for joining me. Welcome, Palsy. So you would like to know what's next in your love life. So I've pre-shuffled some cards today just to save some time. Your main card is number 4, Against the Grain. So that's going to be the main foundation of the reading, and I'll read something out of the booklet towards the end for you. So to begin with, we're going to start off with some tarot. So for you, Palsy, your first card is Opportunity Beckons. So number 4. We also have number 2, Spread Your Wings. We have number 9, Well-Deserved Reward. Number 4, Joy and Stability. And number 6, Love. Okay, so for those of you that are in a relationship, your relationship will be heading towards the next level. So this could include a commitment, so marriage. It could even be children, or just developing more into a harmonious partnership is what I'm getting for you guys. So it could even be if you are building a friendship or starting off as friends, it's going to develop more into a stronger connection. So you're developing a stronger connection, Parsi. This is if you're already in a relationship. If you are single, then this is what you have to look forward to, Parsi. So you're going to have a partnership that's coming your way that, you know, begins as a friendship and it develops into something stable. It develops into a harmonious relationship, somewhere where you can be yourself, so you can be vulnerable. A relationship that you have been waiting for, holding out for you. So some of you that have been single for a while, and you've been holding out for this type of relationship. This is what you've been waiting for. So you'll be getting a partnership that you have been holding out for, something that you have manifested. So this could be because of the work that you have been putting in this time, Parsi. So if you've been single, you have been doing the work. And by that I mean you have been taking time out to really get to know yourself, to really figure out, you know, what your attachment styles are, what your triggers are, you know, really looking into yourself and becoming whole on your own. So yeah, like taking the time out to contemplate, taking the time out to work on issues that may have arisen in past relationships. So yeah, this is something that, because of the work that you've been putting in, Parsi, this is what you have attracted towards you. So this is, like I said, something that you have been manifesting, you've been waiting for. So I'm getting a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of freedom as well. So this person is going to give you the space and room to be yourself, to continue to grow as a person. They're going to love your independence as well. They also have their own thing going on as well. So it's going to be a situation where you guys don't necessarily need to be around each other 24/7, speak to each other every day. Like, you won't need to worry about what they're doing or where they're going, or there won't be a need for control in this relationship. You'll have a mutual understanding. Like, there's a lot of security in this relationship, is what I'm getting. So you're secure in yourself, they're secure in their self. Yeah, so there's a mature feel to this relationship. So like I said, if you're already in a relationship, this is the growth, this is where it's heading. If you're single, then this is what you have coming towards you. I'm getting like some sort of mirroring as well. So there may be an energy of similarity, or there's something between you two that are similar. So it could be your zodiac signs, it could be age, it could be you know, where you grew up, where you were born. There's a lot of similarities. It could even be past relationships have been similar. Um, Parenting styles are similar. You both could have children. Yeah, so you're gonna feel like you've won the lottery with this person. They're also gonna feel like they've won the lottery with you. Like, they're gonna feel like you're a dream come true, a wish come true, a wish fulfillment. Both of you are gonna feel like that about each other. For some of you, this person may have had their eye on you for a while, Parsi. They just haven't made their self known. And it's because they're working out a few things of their own. They may have been building up the confidence to approach you as well. For some of you as well, it could also be somebody that's coming back around. By that I mean, it could be someone that when you first met, there were a lot of obstacles in the way, a lot of things that may have not allowed you guys to move your relationship to the next level. So I'm getting a lot of that has been cleared, or they've been working on clearing that. So this could be something as simple as just building up their confidence. This could be something as complicated as them being in a relationship at the time when they met you, or you being in a relationship at the time where you met them. But a lot of that has been working out like behind the scenes. So this is the energy that's coming towards you now, Palsy. So yeah, let's have a look at your oracle cards. Let's see what we have here. So yeah, we have 2 4s, we have a 2, 6, and a 9. If I haven't said the numbers already. Okay, so we have happiness. Yeah, I was getting a lot of happiness for you guys. Transformation as well. So this relationship is going to be very transformative. Like you're going to grow. You're going to continually just build and just, like I said, feel like it's a wish fulfillment. Feel like this is what you've been waiting for. So we have boundaries as well. So yeah, you definitely will have your own separate lives. You won't feel the need to constantly be around each other, um, speaking to each other on a regular basis. Like you'll be able to leave each other for days, weeks, however long, like at a time, to be able to pursue your own things and not worry about what the other person is doing. We have forgiveness here also, love and justice. Yeah, so a very harmonious, balanced relationship filled with love and happiness and forgiveness and, you know, respect is what I'm getting for you guys. Yeah, so there's a lot of growth here, a lot of maturity. Yeah, so you won't feel like you're going to have to give anything up for this person, and vice versa. You won't be expecting them to give anything up in their life. So you will take them however you've met them. So if they have, if they go out a lot, they have a big friendship circle or whatever it is that they do, they could be a gamer. Like you're gonna respect that and not want them to change anything about their life just because you've come along. Like you're still gonna want them to pursue their career and pursue their hobbies and their passions, and the same thing for you. Like there'll be support from both, for each other, should I say. Let me get some more cards. So these are some of my cards. Okay, we have if only my life wasn't so complicated. Can we be friends? You intrigue me. I love your vibe and I love your smile. So yeah, like I said, there may have been some sort of obstacle in the past. Um, so if this is for those of you that are already in a relationship, there could have been some issues that you had to work out. That have allowed you to get to this point, because like I said, there's growth. um, it could be a situation, like I said, where you could have met each other and you could have been in a relationship, or they just didn't feel confident enough to let their feelings be known. Or you may have still been dealing with past trauma from a relationship, and so you weren't ready to even be vulnerable. um, but yeah, you guys have taking the time out to build a friendship, or you will take the time out to build a friendship and really get to know each other on a deep level before moving to um, the next step in the relationship. So you're not going to be skipping any steps, is what I've heard. You're going to be taking it slow and really building on a foundation. I hear that's what's important for the both of you, like to have a strong foundation. So yeah, so they're gonna love your smile. They're gonna love you just being happy. They're gonna want to make you happy. They're gonna want to see more of that smile. They love your vibe. They love the way you look, the way you dress, just your style. Like they find you very intriguing. Um, so there could be like a mysterious quality about you. Like they like figuring you out, or it's like the more they get to know you, the more they realize about you. So they could have been, for those of you that are single, there could have been a bit of I'm getting like projection. Also, they may have judged you incorrectly at the beginning. is what I'm hearing as well. It's like once they really get to know you, they realize that you're not who they thought you were. Or they start seeing little things, like the more they talk to you, the more they watch you, the more they study you, the more they realize that you're not who they thought you were. Like you'll surprise them is what I'm getting. You know, it could be something like they may not have realized how wise you were. They may not have realized how funny you were. It's like there's something there that surprises them the more they get to know you. But yeah, you guys are going to be really good friends. You're going to be able to communicate very well. You're going to, you know, be able to spend time together as well as spend time apart without worrying about, you know, what the other one could be up to. In fact, what I'm hearing is you may enjoy spending time apart. This is when you actually take the time out to go within. So, for those of you that have been single, you may have used that time to, like I said, do your work. They have also been using that time to do their work. You know, going within, spending time reflecting. So they still like to be able to do that. So it's still very important. I'm hearing that space is important for the both of you. Yeah, so that might be some of the boundaries where you both agree that you need space to be able to just work through your own personal stuff. Yeah, so let me have a look at your main card, Pile C, which is number 4, another 4, and this is against the grain. So I'll just read until I feel guided to stop. There's also a healing process in here as well, so I might look into that as well. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides in even the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional, not even for appearance's sake, for you would lose your essence. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. This oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy. Through art and literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. You must go against the grain. It is your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you consistently remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with the particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillars, that is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you are not. Okay, so the healing process for you guys is close your eyes and relax. Take 7 deep breaths in and out as you bring awareness into your body and the space that exists within your body. Say the following aloud. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love and as an invitation for others to be open to life. So be it. When you are ready, simply open your eyes and sit quietly with your hands on your heart for a moment. You have completed your healing process. So Palsy, for you, what you have is unique. You're unique. The person that you're attracting is unique, different. Your relationship won't be a conventional relationship. It may not suit everyone, but it suits you and it suits your partner perfectly. For those of you that are in a relationship, your marriage may not be a conventional marriage. You may not even live together. You may live apart. There's something about you that is unique. There's something about your person that is unique in your relationship. So you just need to treasure that Palsy and just thrive in that and just continue to grow as a person and within your partnership. So that's all I have for you, Palsy. If you've picked any more piles, I shall see you then. If not, thank you for joining me. Welcome, Paldi. So you would like to know what's next in your love life. So I have pre-shuffled some cards today just to save on some time. Your main card is number 19, Dream a Beautiful Dream. So I'll read some words out of the booklet towards the end for you guys in regards to that card. But to begin with, we're going to start off with some tarot. So for you guys, you have number 8, Moving On. Number 2, Find Balance. Number 13, Release. Number 3, Solar Plexus Chakra. And number 6, Love. So for you guys, I was already getting a ending or a beginning or both. A ending so something can begin, something that began that is now ending. So for those of you that are in a relationship, there's an energy of moving on from that relationship coming to an ending, or being at a crossroads, trying to figure out whether you should stay or whether you should go. It's similar to one of the other piles. There was another pile with this energy. I can't remember which one it was. So it's like you guys are at a crossroads. You're trying to figure out whether you should stay, whether you should go. And if you do go, what else is going to be out there for you? So it may be a energy of fear of the unknown. Is it better the devil you know? Is it better to stay where you are than it is for you to move on? But what I'm getting is, for you guys, you will be releasing the old. So it's going to be out with the old, so you can then be in with the new. So you do have love, you do have a partnership, you do have something more harmonious waiting for you. But in order for you to get to that point, you have to release the old energies. So whether it be people, places, things, something in your life that may need to be released. It could even be a thought process. It could be the person that you're with. It could be the way that you're looking at the situation. There's something that you are struggling with and not sure of how to move forward. It could be something that happened in the relationship that has now caused you to doubt the future of the relationship. For those of you that are single, this could be an energy of you moving away from your past relationships. For you, you may even be looking back and wondering if you should even go back to an ex. Maybe you may have an ex that's reached back out to you, or you feel as though you should reach out to an ex. A feeling of nostalgia, a feeling of reminiscing. Maybe you might have ended that relationship and are now just contemplating or wondering what would have happened had you had stayed. Um, yeah, but what I'm getting for you guys is there's a need for you to release something, for you to let something go and move on from it. So, not go back to how things used to be, how things was, or go back to an old relationship that wasn't working out. So here with the solar plexus chakra, this card also came up in another reading. It might be the same one, I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is in regards to setting boundaries, your intuition, um, the ego as well, setting goals. It's about your confidence as well. So yes, this is the confidence to move forward, the confidence to let something go, to release something. It could even be your ego that needs to be released. Yeah, like I said, I was getting the energy of the fear of the unknown. So there may be some anxiety tied to your future. What's next? What is waiting for me? Is it better for me to go backwards? Is it better for me to stay? It's about being confident. It's about letting something go and being confident that there is something out there waiting for you, something better for you. So yeah, with your main card, dream a beautiful dream. So it's about a future. It's about you wanting better for yourself. Deep down, you know there is better out there for you. You just may be fearful of making the wrong decision, not trusting your intuition. You may be, I've just heard, being gaslit, so maybe it might be a person that is convincing you that this is the best you're going to get. You're not going to get any better than this, so you may be listening to that. You may be believing that. Like I said, it could be a lack of confidence that's not allowing you to move forward, or that's keeping you stuck. Yeah, so let's have someone look at your oracle cards. So yeah, we have trust, we have spirit guide, we have talent, fertility, and friendship. So yeah, you do have a connection that is waiting for you, that's built on love, friendship, trust as well. Possibly even children as well. You may be in a situation where the person that you're with right now doesn't want a family, doesn't want children. And so yeah, that is in your future as well, if that is something that you like, something that you want. Yeah, so it's just trusting your intuition. So your spirit guides may be trying to communicate with you right now, Paul D, but you are finding it hard to trust, to believe. Like I said, fear may be holding you back right now. Yeah, it's like there's some sort of barrier, some sort of block. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lack of confidence, like not trusting in yourself, not trusting that you have what it takes. Yeah, it's like a lack of mentality I'm hearing. So yeah, so that may be what's holding you back. You may need to look into who is around you, your environment, and figure out if that is helping you in any way, Paul D. Like, other people around you, affecting your confidence. So do they breathe, do they speak kindly to you, do they breathe life into you, or are they tearing you down? Do they make you feel like you cannot achieve your dreams, your goals? Yeah, so it's about assessing the people that you have around you, your environment, Paldi. But yeah, there is if you work through this confidence, this lack of mentality, this whatever it is that's blocking you and holding you back, whether it be a person, place, thing, whether it be your mentality, there is better for you on the other side of that. There's another relationship, more harmonious friendships that are trust, people that you can trust. growth, even you connecting to your talents, developing your talents more. So, for example, you could sing, you could be a creator. Like, once you work through this energy, everything those will improve. Like, those will develop. Yeah, there's a lot of growth for you next, Paul D, but it's about you getting out of your own way and trusting your intuition and trusting that things will work out for the better. Yeah, your spirit guides are looking out for you. They're there, they want to help you. Yeah, let's see what else you have. Let's see what else you have. I feel like my mic's cutting out. I don't know why. I hope it wasn't doing it. Okay, so we have here, I'm building up the courage to talk to you. So these are some of my own cards. So I don't want to let go. I come in peace. I don't want you to see what's behind the mask, and there is a magnetic pull between us. So yeah, I keep on getting that for you guys. There is a relationship that is more harmonious, a stronger connection, peaceful, where there's friendship, where there's love. You may be getting gaslit right now at the moment. You may be in a narcissistic, codependent type of relationship right now, or have those type of energies around you. So I'm getting people that are not necessarily who they appear to be. They may not have your best interests at heart as well. So yeah, I'm getting that it has a lot to do with lack of confidence, a lack of believing in yourself. So yeah, there's more peace once you come out of this situation, because I'm getting that you just want peace, you just want harmony, you just want balance. But you're afraid to let go of this person. You're afraid to get out of your comfort zone. You may have been with this person for a long time. You may have been single for a long time, and you're afraid to be vulnerable. You're afraid to get into another relationship. You may even, if this is something that is in your past and you're single, you may be afraid to get into another relationship because you don't know if it might turn out to be just like the rest. You don't want to waste time getting to know someone, or wasting time getting to know the wrong person, or putting all your energy into the wrong connection. Like, yeah, you have a fear of connections right now is what I'm getting for you, especially if you've been single for a while. Yeah, there's like trust issues here. But you have a harmonious connection, friendship, love, peace that's waiting for you. But it's once you get out of this energy, once you clear these blockages, these what's holding you back, party. So yeah, so let's have a look at your main card, which is number 19, dream a beautiful dream. It says here, the urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order in chaos. This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. This is also the part of you that wants to dream of beauty and to bring it to life in as many ways as possible. In how you eat, dress, look, behave, make love, create art, relate to your community, write your poetry by moonlight, or bathe by candlelight. If you have come to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may block your ability to create harmony in your life. You may believe it to be an unworthy goal. Yet beauty, genuine beauty, rather than superficial glamour, flows from within. It is an expression of radiance within the heart and a love of life. If you have struggled with the obsessive attitude towards beauty that tends to prevail in human culture, then it is time you look to nature instead. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, and endlessly diverse. If you feel blocked, thwarted, or contaminated by others in your quest to bring your beautiful dreams to life, you may feel that your heart is dulled, minimized, or shut down. Small mindedness can limit beauty to a very narrow physical sense. However, you can shun the social disease of superficial, narrow definitions of beauty, thumb your nose at airbrushed images, and dare to love what is. This oracle also comes with a particular message for you. There is a situation in your life right now where you feel uncertain about your ability to fix or heal. You lack the inspiration to be able to imagine it differently than how it currently seems to be. You may therefore feel inhibited in your ability to bring about constructive change. However, the perfect beauty of this situation is not revealed by what you attempt to do to it or through trying to impose the right dream upon it. It is to be held and perfected into all that it can be, through the revelation of the beauty that already lies within it. This happens when we accept the existence of inner harmony in all of creation, even if it cannot be consciously observed. By expecting there to be beauty within a situation, even if it is hidden, you will be more open to seeing the healing potential, even in your challenges. Don't attempt to force a situation or issue to take the right shape. Instead, ask it to show its beauty to you. This might apply to your body, to your relationship, to your finances, your work situation, a new creative project, or anything else. From this place of inquiry, you will begin to grasp the creative genius of what is, and unveil not only its potential beauty, but how perfect it is for you at this time, just as it is. In opening up to the beauty within yourself and your circumstances, you also open up to change. What we accept can change most easily. It is when we resist or deny that change slows down and suffering persists. So the healing process for you guys, it says here, imagine, visualize, or perceive a softly glowing, radiant golden light within your head. It expands outwards in all directions without losing its radiance or power. Everything it touches, it casts into graceful, beautiful harmony, including your mind. Be with this light. Be at peace and let it happen. When you are ready, simply open your eyes and say, the perfect harmony of beauty awakens within me and all around me. I serve that golden light in unconditional love and creative power. You have finished your healing process. So yes, pile D. I think that is everything for you guys. If you have picked any more piles, I shall see you there. If not, thank you for joining me.